Once more into the breach, my friends. Welcome back to Mystical Masochism 2. And so what we're going to be doing today is getting a few of the starter items created for the mods that we're using. So the first thing that I want to do is actually start to chop down a tree because I want to make a totemist's drum. Yeah, like I said, I went back and I researched totemic and how it works. Feel the lag. Feel it. And a drum is going to be one of our main instruments. We're going to want a fairly decently sized area that we can use. Like I said, feel the lag. We're still kind of loading in here. We're going to want a decently sized area that we can use for our music making. Our farm is coming along very nicely. As you can see, I harvested our living rock and our living wood because we're going to play Britannia a little bit as well. I also made this thing here called a flower pouch. Literally holds the flowers when I got every color. So, yeah, we're going to make a couple of, pardon me. We're going to make a couple of different instruments from totemic. Yeah, the flute requires leaves. I'm going to eat some steak. Here we go. Alright, let's go inside and let's make a drum. Alright. So obviously I've been looking up how to make it. You need 3 leather, which I have, 3 wool, which I have, and 3 wood, which I have. So we'll tell it we'd like a drum. Now check this out. How cool is that? Anyway, the drum is one of the totemic instruments. Now, I want to say that the other one is called a flute. Yeah. It's going to take 3 sticks and some leaves. So, I have 2 sticks, but we can easily solve that. Here we go. Well, more than enough sticks now. Alright, so bloop, 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 and some leaves. Bam. Now we got a flute. Check this out. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so we've got us some instruments. Next, I think we'll make a mana pool, which you take 5 living rock, kind of like an upside down helmet or a boat, and you get a mana pool. Right, the next thing that we may want is a mana spreader, which is going to allow us, these are Britannia items by the way, we want a piece of gold. Yeah, by the way, this is the stuff we have now. Isn't it neat? Okay. The witchwood logs are in there for a reason. We're going to build our spellcrafting altar out of them. I think we're also going to need a petal, which I keep my spares here. And then this thing's going to be kind of awesome. Yeah, none of those are Britannia flowers. Okay. While I was wandering, I found these, the wake blooms. They look like little water lotuses. They grow in the water. It's pretty awesome. Alright, so now we want a mana spreader. So when I type in mana, that's going to be one of these. That's the pulse one. But this is the one that we're going to make. It takes 6 living wood, 1 piece of gold, and a petal. Okay, so then all we would need to do is make a type of flower that generates mana. And we're going to keep that sort of thing. We're going to keep this area right here clear, but we're going to keep that sort of thing near our petal apothecary. So probably right here, it's mother one. Oh, I also planted a witchwood tree sapling because I got one when I chopped down the witchwood tree. Surprise. Alright, and so for now, we're going to put our Britannia stuff right here. We're going to put a... we'll put the mana pool here where we can use it. Now this is the cool part. Ready? Oh, right, I need to make a wand of the forest and tell that it needs to be accepting mana. Derp. Okay, and then we'll set that like that. Then we can put our day blooms, which is what we're going to be making, over here. And that will take care of things for us. Sure, bless them. So that's our next step. We're going to make some day blooms. if they're even still a thing. That was totally the wrong box. If they're not still a thing, in any given case, we need to make a wand of the forest. I think we do this, and then we need 3 of those. So we're going to need some more living wood while we're handling some other stuff. So we'll go ahead and chop down another tree, put the wood around the pure daisies. Oh, sapling. That way we can have some more living wood, so we can make our wand of the forest, which is basically the wrench, if you will. That ought to be enough. Which is the wrench for Botania. We're going to make ours. It actually does show you the representation of the appropriate colors that you make it out of. And so we're just going to go pure white. Because, well, I've got extra white right now. Okay, so while we're doing that, and we're going to want our wand of the forest. Let's get our Botania book, which is over here on the desk. Okay, let's take a look at generating flora. I don't see day blooms here anymore, so we'll probably make into flames. They're going to be the easiest. They, well, here. This way, if you feel like it, you can pause the video. But here in a moment, I'm just going to explain what they are. Fantastic. So this is how you make them. You need 2 brown, 1 red, 1 light gray. And when arson becomes useful, what happens is you drop burnable objects, things you can burn in a furnace, onto the end of flame, and it does beautiful things. It makes mana. So we're going to need our flower pouch. What? We're going to need red. We're going to need brown. We're going to need light gray. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and pedal these up. Where'd you go, buddy? There you are. Bam. Okay, and so then we're going to need some of these. Let's go ahead and put some of this other stuff up. We'll go ahead and store a living rock in there. Here we go. Alright. Sun's going down. We'll do that tomorrow. You can only sleep at night. Best guess, sun hasn't quite gone down low enough. Here's one of those flickers. You see him lighting up over there? There we go. Alright, so as soon as it's daytime, we'll go out and we'll make these into flames. And I think I've got, yeah. I think I've got enough out to make 4. So we'll grab us 4 coal. Oh, hey. We may as well go make our wand of the forest so that we can just go ahead and get everything going at once while we're out here. There we go. It gives us 3 of these sticks. 1, 2, 3. And then you put a petal to either side. Boom, wand of the forest. So what that does is, like I said, it is the wrench for Botania. Looking at the timer, it looks like we're going to be, see, unknown status. Here we go, accepting mana from items. It's supposed to accept it. See, it emits strong magical vibes. But anyway, alright. Petal bug carries over here. Derp. Alright, so things we're going to want. We're going to want 1 red, 1 light gray, 2 brown. Yeah, my inventory's a total mess. I'll fix it up here in a little bit. Alright, so we go 1, 1, 2, and we have an end of flame. Alright, let's go ahead and get our bucket. 1, 1. There we go. We'll just keep this up. Okay. So now we have 4 endoflames. I'm going to set them up like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be so that later I can set up something that just drops the fuel in the middle, and then whichever one's available will grab it. Let's grab our wand of the forest. Okay, it's bonded successfully to our mana spreader. So is that one, and that one, and that one. Mana spreader successfully bonded to the pool. Alright, let's do the thing. Watch this. There we go. Now they're all producing mana. We can now see that there's mana going into the pool. There we go. That added more mana to the pool. Okay. Those will burn for about as long as coal does in a furnace, generating mana. So now we've got mana generated. The next thing that we would want to do, we put our book back, didn't we? If we wanted to use that mana, bear with me here. This needs to go back here. This needs to go back here. That can go in 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 there. That's better. I made a travel bed. I went far and wide. Speaking of which, something else we were going to do today. Book. Meet compass. Boom. Antique atlas. Like I said, it's my favorite map mod because... Ta-da! There's our map. Looks pretty awesome, doesn't it? There we go. If we really want to open it up and we can explore it, you can place down markers. For example, we can add a marker. Let's zoom in all the way here. And we will add a marker here. And it's going to look like this, and it's going to say home. Nah, it'll say the breach. Here we go. Then when we zoom out, all we need to know is that that's where home is. See, we can just kind of hold it like that, and it'll be a mini map for us, or we can actively look in it and interact with it. It's pretty cool. I also found a village while I was out and about, which was kind of nice. Oh, anyway, next thing that we would want to do, if we were going to use that mana, as far as how we were going to use it, functional flora. I would want this. The bellthorn is a marvelous flower. By utilizing mana, it slowly inflicts harm in any living beings, save for players, around it. It takes a redstone root, 3 red, and 2 cyan. The redstone root, shift-click to see recipe, is grass and redstone. We could make one of these. We could set it up probably right over here and kill anything coming towards this door. The goal is going to eventually have several mana spreaders and several bellthorns so that pretty much the whole house is safe. But that's not a step we're going to take today. That'll probably be next time. Alright, so now that we've taken those steps with Botania and Totemic, we've got about 5 minutes. Next episode will be completely about crafting the spell altar and crafting our first spell and getting things rolling that way. So here we've done Totemic, we've done Botania. Waystones is a thing, but they want you to have a warp stone, which is made with, guess what? Ender pearls. I have emeralds. I can make purple dye, but ender pearls are going to be kind of difficult to come by for now. So we're not really going to be able to handle that. So here we had Ars Magica, Botania. Goodness, I can't remember. Yeah, and I don't have the option to, like you used to with NEI, where I could just come out and look at the mod list again. Bear with me. I'm going to do a little bit of derping around on my computer here. Anti-Countless, Ars Magica, Blood Magic. We haven't done anything with Blood Magic yet. Yeah, that's the one I've been thinking of. Okay. That's the one that I could not remember in my brain meat. The Sanguine Scientium. Glass, a feather, and a book. So, let's see about making a book, or if we have a book. Okay, do not have a book, but can make a book. There's a feather. Leather is upstairs, and I think sugarcane I've stored up there too. Yup. Okay, there's that. Leather. Oh look, a crafting table, so we can just turn all that into a book right away. Okay, book. Alright, now all I need is a piece of glass. Well, that's as simple as digging up some sand. But because I have coal in my furnace and I don't feel like being wasteful, we're going to dig up 8 pieces and make 8 glass. I got 9 just so I can have 1 piece of sand for later. Who knows, it might be special. Okay. Let's get our butts in here. Except, you know, walking into the wall because we're derpy like that. Alright, set 1 piece aside, toss the others in, and we'll have some glass here in a moment. And then we'll go ahead and make our Sanctum Sanctinium. Magic Blood Orb stores raw life essence. Okay. Let's take a look at it. It's a block of gold and a tier 3 altar with 25,000 life points. Okay. Alright, so we've got glass, a feather, and a book. There we go, now we got our blood magic book. Oh, look at this, the alchemist, the architect, the demonkin, and the ritual master. The alchemist. Introduction. My name is Vlad Highborn, and I am a blood mage. I've studied the intricate workings of alchemy and the process of equivalent exchange, which governs all aspects of magic. Basically, you cannot create something from nothing. Although many have tried, when searching for a particular stone, that obviously didn't end well because people are clamoring for a fake variant even today. Of course, simply saying that I am an alchemist isn't enough because one of the main things I do is study blood magic with the ritual master and the architect, both of whom have achieved those titles by their own merits. Magus and Tiberius have been busy recording their own works over the years. Although I don't think Magus has everything written down in a book, I have yet to find any actual proof. My book deals with all things alchemical and blood magic, from the uses of arcane ash to the intricate workings of the alchemy table, etc., etc. You will find blood magic here. Okay, arcane ash. This is made with redstone, bone meal, gunpowder, and coal. Okay, it apparently doesn't use anything called will, but it's used in the Hellfire Forge. It's necessary in order to create alchemy arrays, powerful circles that are able to provide various effects. This ash is crafted using the Hellfire Forge and Demon Will. So if you are new to this concept, please consult the Demonkin. Okay, so looks like we'll have to consult the Demonkin and figure out how to craft a... Yeah, one. I wanted to make a to-do list, didn't I? Yeah, it's nighttime. And it's raining. Nice. How much longer do we have? 43 seconds. Oh my gosh, folks. Looks like we are out of time for today. Like I said, next episode will be completely and utterly about building the altar for crafting spells in Ars Magica. The following episode will likely be dedicated to blood magic, and then we'll start cycling through. It'll go... we'll have had an Ars Magic episode, a Blood Magic episode, then we'll do Botania, then we'll do Totemic, and we'll just keep going through, progressing little by little, until we start to reach the end game. In the meantime, in between episodes, I will continue to vanilla it up, farming, mining, gathering resources, so that all we have to do is focus on the magic. Once we have enough magic, whoop, there is the timer. Once we have enough magic, we'll see about maybe taking down a Ender Dragon, and perhaps a Wither. At some point, we will go into the Nether. I do believe that a couple of these do require some ingredients from the Nether at some point, but once we run into one mod that requires us to do so, we'll have a couple of Nether episodes. Because the Nether is an exciting place, and I don't want to go in and not have you there with me. So whenever I have to go into the Nether, you'll be there. As that stands, that is everything for today. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it from the breach. Have yourselves a fantastic day.